Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss cryptography and its types. As we know that cryptography is a technique of securing information and communication through use of codes so that only that person for whom the information is intended can understand it and process it. It means we can say cryptography is an art of writing. So if you just uh, break the word cryptography, it means the prefix crypt means hidden or security, and the suffix graphy means writing. So we can say cryptography is an art of writing where we can hide the information. And why we are hiding the information? We are hiding the information only for the purpose of unauthorized access. Okay, so using cryptography, we can prevent unauthorized access to information. It means using cryptography, we can provide security to our information or to our data. So basically, this is the term that actually cryptography inherit from mathematical concepts. So in the second paragraph, I mentioned in cryptography, the techniques which are used to protect information are obtained from mathematical concept and the set of rule based calculation known as algorithm. So cryptography basically inherit from mathematical concept and the algorithm, that is basically a set of rule only to convert message in way that make it hard to decode it. It means when we convert our message into hidden format, we need to encode it in such format so unauthorized person cannot access it or cannot decode it easily. These algorithms are used for cryptographic key generation, digital signing, verification to protect data privacy, web browsing on internet, and to protect confidentiality transactions such as credit card and debit card transactions. Okay, so why we need cryptography? We only need cryptography to protect confidential transaction. Not only we need cryptography to protect confidential transactions such as debit card, credit card transactions. We use algorithms for cryptographic key generations, digital signing, verification to data, protect data privacy, etc. In the next point, I have subtopic techniques used for cryptography. Okay, so in today's age of computer cryptography, is an is often associated with the process where an ordinary plain text is converted to ciphertext, which is the text made such as intended receivers of the text can only decode it, and hence this process is known as encryption. The process of conversion of ciphertext to plain text is known as decryption. So what techniques we use for cryptography? This is one of the most important point. Now, there are only two techniques which we are using for cryptography, that is encryption and the decryption. Suppose when we have plain text or a simple message and we want to convert it into coded version, that coded version is known as ciphertext. So conversion of plain text into ciphertext is known as encryption, and the conversion of ciphertext into plain text is known as decryption. So when we convert our plain text into ciphertext, so basically two types of techniques are used in cryptography. First one is encryption and second one is decryption. So as I discussed, I am repeating the same thing, that when we convert plain text into coded text or ciphertext, this is called the encryption. Only those person who has the authority to decode the ciphertext or coded text into plain text, and the process of the conversion of ciphertext into plain text is known as decryption. Okay, both encryption and decryption are vice versa. Now we have some features of cryptography. So first feature of cryptography is confidentiality. What it means? Information can only be accessed by the person for whom it is intended, or no other person except him can access it. It means information only be accessed to the person who is responsible or who is intended for that type of particular message. If another person want to access the message, access the information, they cannot access it. So this is the first feature of the cryptography, that is called confidentiality. It means information which is shared over the network is confidential message. It is packed into a data packet. So unauthorized access is not possible, and unauthorized user cannot access that information. Only the person who is intended for that particular information can be access it. Second one is integrity. It means information cannot be modified in a storage or transition between sender and intended receiver without any addition to information being detected. Means information cannot be modified either in a storage or in transition between sender and receiver. Next one is non-repudiation. It means the message information creator or sender cannot deny his or her intention to send information at later stage. Next one is authentication. It means ki the identities of sender and receiver are confirmed, as well as destination origin of information is confirmed. It means sender of the information and the receiver of the information are confirmed in over the network. Only authorized sender or only authorized user receiver can use the information. In other words, we can say destination and source of information. It means when information is travel over the network, it means the source and destination must be confirmed before it. Now we have some types of cryptography. Basically there are three types of cryptography, and the first one is symmetric key cryptography. So it is an encryption system where the sender and receiver of message use a single common key to encrypt and decrypt message. Symmetric key systems are faster and simpler, but the problem is that the sender and receiver have to somehow exchange key in a secure manner. The most popular symmetric key cryptography system is known as data encryption system. Okay, so symmetric key cryptography is what? It is nothing only where the sender and receiver of the message use a common key. What is the key? Common key that is used to encrypt and decrypt the message. We encrypt the message, it means we convert the message from plain text to ciphertext using the same key, and we convert the message into ciphertext to plain text. So both encryption and decryption of a message use single common key, and this concept is known as data encryption system. Now second one is hash function. There is no uses of any key in this algorithm. When we use hash function, then we do not need to use any key. A hash value with fixed length is calculated as per the plain text, which makes it impossible for content of plain text to be recovered. Many operating systems use hash function to encrypt password. So this hash function is one of the most important thing. We also learned it in programming language such as C programming, C++, or in object-oriented programming language. We can use hash function for coding. So why we use hash function? First we need to know what is hash function or hash value. So a hash value is nothing. It is only a fixed length, and it is calculated as per the plain text, which make it impossible for content of plain text to be recovered. Okay, and using hash function we can encrypt our password. So unauthorized user cannot access that particular password. The last one is a asymmetric key cryptography. So under this system, a pair of key is used to encrypt and decrypt information. Using asymmetric key cryptography, a pair of key we use for encryption and decryption of information. A public key is used for encryption and private key is used for decryption. It means we have a pair of key. In this, we have a pair of key named as public key and the private key. We use public key for encrypt our information and we use private key for decrypt our information. Both public key and private key are different. Even if public key is known by everyone, suppose if public key is known by everyone, the intended receiver can only decode it because he alone know the private key. Okay, so we have so many techniques of crypto to hide our information. We have so many techniques of cryptography. Okay, regarding this, if you have any issues, if you have any misconception, you can message me. Okay, thank you.